So next is type of nucleophile or strength of nucleophile. If a stronger nucleophile prefer SN2 like OH minus, OR minus, but weaker nucleophile prefer SN1 reactions like water, alcohol. Neutral nucleophile generally weaker nucleophile and charged species is generally stronger nucleophile. So the next thing we want to look at as the strength of nucleophile. So the first thing we want to understand is the nucleophilicity parallels basicity. This means that is there is a correlation between how much a group is able to coordinate to a proton and how well group is able to coordinate to a molecule. So something that's a very strong base seeks to form a bond to a proton, but it could just as well act as a nucleophile and coordinate to a molecule. So, for example, hydroxide ion and water. Hydroxide ion is very much a stronger base than water. It has formal negative charge. It's a strong base, and water molecule is not very basic. In fact, it's a neutral. So that means they are not that much basic. If let's say we keep it real simple, we are just trying to decide between SN1 and SN2. If we look at this substrate, we have look at the what would be happen whether OH or water were to attack. Like this substrate is given. If hydroxide ion is given, or it could be water is given. If we look at this substrate, we look at what would happen whether OH or water were to attack. Now, the OH is very strong base, so it's very strong nucleophile. So it is capable of an SN2 reaction. There is no time for formation of carbocation, and secondary carbocation is not so much stable like tertiary. So there is SN2 product. SN2 product is possible. As we know, SN2 is chloride ion side having partial negative charge and this negative having repulsion. So opposite attack possible. So in this case, if we talk about stereochemistry, so Cl is out of plane. So coming nucleophile should be below the plane. This is the stereochemistry and this is called Walden inversion. However, water molecule is not strong enough to do SN2. It's not a strong base, so it's not a strong nucleophile. So, but what could happen is that if the Cl leaving a carbocation intermediate, that is very unstable situation. So water molecule would be a strong enough nucleophile to do coordinate to a carbocation and then deprotonate. So basically, water molecule is capable of behaving as a nucleophile in a SN1 reaction. So I'm trying to say this is weak nucleophile, not able to attack like SN2. So first step, carbocation is formed, and now water is capable to attack. In this case, planar. In this case, planar. In this case, planar species like carbocation is formed. So water can attack both the side, planar molecule above the plane and below the plane. So in this case, we have possibility of two product like this. One is retention. First one is retention in configuration. Retention in configuration. Retention in configuration. And another Cl is above the plane and upcoming nucleophile is below the plane. So this is called inversion. Inversion in configuration. Inversion in configuration. So they are pair of enantiomer and called racemic mixture if equimolar is taken. So recall that if we do an SN, we are going to get racemic mixture. So there is a two enantiomer. So that's the main takeaway. We want to understand that nucleophilicity, parallel basicity. Now that halide ion going to be very common nucleophile. Halide ion is very common nucleophile as well as leaving group. So we want to understand how these behave in a solvent. Polar aprotic solvent and polar protic solvent. So in a polar aprotic solvent, meaning the solvent does not have any proton, does not having any proton. That's are available for dipole-dipole interaction. It is going to be case that if fluoride ion is going to be the strongest nucleophile because it is the strongest base of halide ion. But the reason for that, as you go down the periodic table, you go down the halogen, the ionic radius is getting larger. F minus 2p orbital and I minus is 5p orbital. So ionic radius is larger. And if we have larger ion, then that become more polarizable. So that means is that it's a larger volume which that ion can diffuse and spread apart, spread out its negative charge, spread out its negative charge. So because the negative charge on fluoride ion is highly localized on very small ion. that makes it very strong nucleophile. That makes it very strong nucleophile. So in polar aprotic solvent, nucleophilicity order is like this. Strong nucleophile is fluoride ion, followed by chloride, bromide, and iodide is very weak nucleophile. All the halides ion very good nucleophile, but in polar protic solvent, fluoride ion is the best. Now, if we go on looking the polar protic solvent, this trend is going to reverse. Now, if we are going look at the polar protic solvent, this trend is gonna reverse. I minus is very strong nucleophile. Then Br minus followed by chloride ion and fluoride. Because by the same, if the fluoride ion is much more basic, fluoride ion is much more basic. That means that is gonna spend the most time in the solvent. Most time in the solvent means if fluoride ion is most basic, so there is ion dipole interaction. Ion dipole interaction is possible. By the same time, fluoride ion is much more base. That means that is gonna spend the most time in solvent, polar protic solvent having H plus. Interacting with any available proton. Let's say the proton on a water molecule. So we can see here water is polar protic solvent because these protons are available for ion dipole interaction. This is ion dipole interaction, and there are several that fluoride ion is able to participate in. Because it has very localized charge. So because fluoride ion is spending much more time interacting with the molecule of solvent, that is going to hinder its ability to act as a nucleophile. So F minus is a poor nucleophile. But in case of iodide ion is going to be best because its charge is more spread out, more diffuse, it's more polarizable. So it is going to be spending less time with participating with solvent in interaction with molecule of solvent, which will make it is best nucleophile of those. So role of solvent is very much important in halide. If we take polar aprotic solvent, this order of nucleophilicity, it means fluoride ion is strong nucleophile in case of polar protic solvent, and by default in each question until if does not mention in any solvent, always we are going to take this order. It means fluoride ion is strong, iodide ion is strong nucleophile. So this is the order of nucleophilicity.